Hello, and welcome to David Urey Elementary Spring Planning for the year 2021-2022. We are going to be discussing how we spent money with our funds this year and what are the best ways to continue using our funds for the next school year. I would like to introduce our principal, Ms. Wilkerson, and our assistant principal, Ms. Schaefer. Both have led David Urey on an exciting path this year, and I can't wait to see where we go from here. The purpose of a Title I meeting is to bring all of the stakeholders that have the welfare of the students in mind. The information again today will be discussed how we used our federal funds, and we are going to try and make decisions today to help us develop our school improvement plan, and it allows us to make sure that the money spent at David Urey guarantees that there is success for all of our students. Some of you may not even know what Title I is, but Title I is the largest federal assistance program for our nation's schools. So the mission is that we are going to enable schools to have opportunities for all students in the school to meet the challenging performance standards that the state has developed. David Urey is a school-wide program, which means that every child at David Urey is going to be ensured a high-quality education. And one thing that's very important is Title I funds are supplementary to what the county already provides to each school. Since these are extra funds that we get on top of what the county provides, we have to get input from stakeholders on how would we best utilize these funds to ensure the success of all students. Title I requirements, we have to provide opportunities for all students. We are going to strengthen our academics. We are going to provide quality learning. We're going to make sure that our students have a well-rounded education, and we are going to be making sure that we address the needs of all of our at-risk students at David Urey. We had 4 main priority goals for our school improvement plan this year. Our first one was ELA growth and achievement. Our goal was to move the students toward on grade level reading and be prepared for the challenging standards. Same thing with math. We were wanting to move all of our students on grade level and make sure that they were prepared to meet the standards that they would face on testing and in the next grade level. We're going to make sure we implement a well-rounded education for all students to have the opportunity to learn. We're also going to recruit, retain, and train effective teachers and build leaders in our building to support our growing and diverse student population. This year for the 2020-2021 allocation, David Urey received $512,454. 66% of that, which was the majority, went to our staffing needs. 24% went to our instructional technology and equipment, and 1% went to staff development, parent engagement, and materials and supplies. Our main focus this year was staffing. We felt that was the best use of our funds to make sure we placed trained adults in front of our students. That staff included 1 instructional coach, 2 academic interventionists, and 1 behavior interventionist. Here you can see our roster, which is our title funded. We have 4 title funded employees, and we also have 4 non-title funded county funded employees. This year we were able to buy some ViewSonic interactive boards for our classrooms. We purchased some iPads and our lock and charge carts. We purchased a poster maker, which we're excited to use, and we've purchased different classroom materials for the teachers to use with the students in the classrooms. This year for our parent engagement, we were restricted due to COVID. We couldn't really have that many people in the school building. We did provide some materials for our students to take home and play games, that kind of things with their parents at home. We provided many different videos that help navigate the different distant learning materials and programs that were available. We also had each grade level create a sneak peek into the next 9 weeks and provided those videos to our families. Here is one of the family math nights that we had. Each student received a little baggie with some dice and cards and had their grade level appropriate games that they were able to play with over the winter break. This is how our parents received information right now through the email from our teachers. Class Dojo, we have a YouTube website that our parents are able to view our videos. And then we have teacher web pages and the David Urey website links. All have title resources or any other type of parent materials on them. So our staffing development, again, COVID got us on this one. We were limited to what we could provide because many things were canceled or just didn't happen. But we were able to have Mr. Mullins, who is our Title I ESL coordinator, was able to come in and review some ESL materials with our staff. We Zoomed with Mr. Van Allen to discuss the energy bus, which we're going to include the 10 things from that book into next year. We provided teachers with Thriller Thursday trainings that our staff was able to put on for our faculty. And we're going to send our leadership team to Model Schools Conference this summer in June. Here's some pictures from our staff development. We had our Thriller Thursday up there. We had ESL training with Mr. Mullins and then the energy bus with Mr. Van Allen. How do we know what we're doing works? Well, this is our first year that we've taken 10 Ready in a couple of years, so we will be testing this April. One thing that we've been using the most of is our universal screener. This is given 3 times a year, fall, winter, spring. It helps us determine our students who are falling behind, and we are able to intervene with those students. Another one is our classroom common formative assessments. These assessments are used to assess our district essential standards. So the students who don't perform well on these common assessments, our teachers are able to intervene on those specific standards throughout the day. Here is our our winter screener for easyCBM and our reading fluency. Kinder doesn't have reading fluency, so as you can see, they're letter sounds, and then the rest, 1st through 5th grade, were passage reading fluency. We have the majority of our students on level or at some risk. The ones that fell below the 10th percentile are the ones that are considered in our SPED or Tier 3 program, and the ones with some risk are considered our Tier 2 students, and these are where we use our interventionist to make sure that we're intervening with the most at-risk students. Here is our current iReady diagnostic. We were able to pull fall and winter and compare them. As you can see, every one of our grade levels are increased in the green and decrease the red, which is what we want to see. If you have any questions about the testing, you are more than welcome to reach out to me and we can provide more information. Earlier, we sent out a parent survey and we wanted to see what our parents were thinking and how they felt about how we were doing at David Urey. 97% of our families feel their child's teacher was easy to contact. 95% of our families feel the school provides a safe place for their child to learn. 91% of our families feel welcome at our school and at family engagement events. 91% of our families feel the school connects students and parent families to learning opportunities and community services. And 89% of our families feel the school encourages parent families to be involved. We hope that number increases once we're able to get the parents back into the building. Also, from our parent survey results, the trainings that you would like to have would be our math and reading strategies and how to understand the academic standards. The best time you told us was evening hours or immediately after school. And parents want to receive information via email or the communication app such as Class Dojo. You also helped us to complete a parent policy compact And we would want to thank you for helping us with that, because you will be able to find the new updated one on our website or by clicking the Parent Policy and Compact from this PowerPoint. We also were able to survey our staff to get suggestions on what they felt like next year. They did ask that we increase our staff. They asked for more instructional materials. They asked us to provide staff development for the needs of our school and to provide parent training specific to grade levels. David Urey preliminary allocation, we are expected to get about the same amount that we did this year. We haven't been told that, so we are expecting to fall around the same that we did before. I'm so excited about what David Urey was able to accomplish this year. I know we're going to hit it out of the park for 2021-2022. Hopefully COVID restrictions will be lifted. It'll be safe for us to invite our families back into the building to engage in parent trainings and parent nights with our students. Please take a moment and fill out the form that has some questions that's going to help us better serve you next year in making sure that all of our students get the necessary needs that they will require for this school year. Again, thank you so much for taking the time to listen to our video and to see what we were able to accomplish at David Urey this year. We can't wait for the end of the year for our kids to show what we know and how much they've grown. Again, my name is Heather Kawiza. My email address is on this slide if you need to email me and ask any questions. Thank you so much for your time and help to make sure that David Urey is the best place for our students to be.